Yo, Q, what up?
Man, I'm keeping it real. What up, Duan?
Welcome
Let's get it.
to Not
Not
Just
just
Music,
music.
where we keep it real
Uh-huh.
and honest.
Always.
My mama praying, telling me, Q, you need to chill. They can't respect the truth, I'm just honest.
It's 2023. We are here. It is time. Let's go. Starting off, a lot of good energy. A lot of good things are starting to come about. A lot of opportunities are starting to come about. I think the biggest thing is making sure we take the right opportunity. Let's understand what I mean by the right opportunity. You have those opportunities where you have to do. Then you have those opportunities where it's the love, where you're just going to do it. You know, you have to do these certain things. You know, like I say, you wake up every day. You know, you have to, get your mind in gear to be able to go out and handle business, what you need to do as far as taking care of, the house, groceries, those things that you must do, those opportunities and things that must come up and you must take advantage of. Those are need to do. Those are, you have opportunities. Like I said, a job, a job is needed. We can't overlook the job situation. We've talked about that many a times here, but the job situation, you must have a job to get yourself acclimated to what you need to do to be able to push forward into tomorrow. Now, the opportunity of those opportunities that you want to happen. I want to be a rapper. I want to be a singer. I want to be an artist. I want to be all those great things. The biggest thing is understanding where those opportunities and things can, sometimes become clouded because of what you have to do. So remember, the opportunities that you want to come about, that you want to come to you, those big moves that that you always dream about, those opportunities, those come with a cost. Remember that. Those will come with a cost, meaning time, effort, energy, all that. It's going to be a thing of free for a long time as well. I mean, don't expect it to just pop straight off and just go right out the gate. So the biggest thing I want to talk about today is outside of opportunities, those opportunities and things that come. What are you pushing to people for them to want to buy into what you do? What are you doing that makes them want to buy into what it is that you are doing? Take it as any product that you have, whether if it's music, whether if it's number 2 pencil, whether if it's whatever it is, the product that you're trying to sell. What are you doing for them to want to buy it? Is it a thing that they need? First of all, is it a thing that they need? I mean, you could be spinning your wheels in one place trying to get somewhere, and it's not a thing of need for anybody, for the buyer. Whoever the buyer is, if they feel like, okay, what am I gonna get this for? Is it going to inspire me in any way? Is it going to make me feel good? Is it going? What is it doing for them to be able to spend that currency on you? So I'll take, for example, when I first started with music and understanding the objective of what I wanted to get from my music, the biggest thing was, for me, firstly, I needed to understand what it took to make the music good from the jump, from what it was, from that point where you're like, okay, I'm starting to create music. What do I have to do to translate this music to people? considerably. If it is a buyer, anybody in that world that understands what I'm speaking on now, you're like, okay, is this going to be a hit or is this not going to be a hit? That's always going to be the case when you want to make great music. But me, what I found in understanding is you have to make music off of what you feel. What you feel is good for your energy, for your vibe. A lot of us kind of fall into a slump where we're just trying to create, music. And I'm not going to just say just music, a product to where somebody would like it. Somebody wants to buy into it. Somebody wants to say, you know what? I want this. Every time this person or every time this company or every time this brand drops something, am I going to be there to provide what it is, or am I going to be able to get what it is from them to provide what it is to me to make sure that I'm happy as the buyer? That's always the biggest thing. Got like places like Walmart. People go to Walmart all the time. Why? Because it has pretty much everything in there that they need in a one-stop shop. Same thing about, with Target. Same situation now. Like you can go in Target. Some Targets have grocery stores now, which is a very big thing because they had to understand and catch up with what Walmart was doing. The biggest thing is making sure that the buyer is happy. So always take into consideration what you think, how you feel when you create a product, something that's tangible to give to people. Is it something that they're going to want? Is it something that they're going to need? Is it? That's what the biggest thing you have to ask yourself. Is it something that they need? Now, moving on to the next phase of this. To understand the market. The market is very hard to conquer. Very hard. You have to understand what it is that makes a business run. Everything from the front door to the back door of whatever it is your business is, you have to know every minute inch to make sure that you are covering everything that you need to cover to make business boom. Meaning it can't be a slack in anywhere in that link chain to say that you're trying to get to greatness. And especially as a team, if it's a team that's there, you may be by yourself. Now the team may be just you. Now you could do it by yourself. It's not a problem. Just understand that you have to understand all the aspects of what comes along with making that business great. Making it great. So, as I said, you have this company or this business or this brand that you're selling. When these people come to view it or come to see it, or you put it in their face, what does it look like? Is it presentable? What's the presentation? What is the presentation? Does it look good? If it doesn't look good, how can you effectively make money from it? How can you? And I'm starting to understand more and more now with, as we started to do these podcasts, content is everything. How valuable does your content mean to you? Firstly, it should mean everything, because that's what people are going to see every time they pull your business, your brand up. It should look top notch. It should look top notch. It has to be able to compete with all these other businesses that are in the same exact lane as you are. Trust me, most cats aren't going to get into this game and into the game that they're in and expect it to just be a thing of somebody's just going to hand it over to them. It's impossible. It's not going to be handed to you. You have to take the right protocol. To me, this is to me. You have to take those right steps to get there effectively. Now, for those that are in misunderstanding me for what I'm trying to talk about, again, if you just, if you're one of those ones that kind of just glide through the whole entire video, I'm catching people up and getting people to understand that what it is and what it's taking to get your brand to a sellable point. Because a lot of you don't understand, you have businesses for a business for years, and you try to start different businesses, another business and another business, and you never complete what it was you were trying to complete with the first business as far as getting it marketed and getting, people to buy what it is that you have. Or if it ain't just buying it, or at least read it, or whatever it is that it takes for whatever, for your brand to survive. So the biggest thing is, like I said, making sure that what you have, firstly, make sure you have a love for it. Considerably. Make sure you love it. You have to love to do it. If you don't love doing it, don't do it. That's not the thing that you're probably going to eventually make, currency from. But if you love it and you locked into it and you're constantly presenting it to the world for them to hear consistently, and making sure that you're staying on top of it in every single moment, and you're keeping a certain rhythm and a certain consistency at your releases, and making sure that you keep putting it into people's face and keep putting it in people's face, eventually you're going to catch up. The biggest thing, like I've been understanding lately now, is the internet has become the home of the millionaire. The internet has become the home of the millionaire. So, do you want to be a millionaire? If not thousandaire, if a big time thousandaire, whatever it is that you're looking to do and these goals that you're shooting for, are you ready? Are you equipped for it? So let's make sure this year and going into 2023, from jump, make sure you have all of the tools it is that you need to survive and be successful. Okay? Making sure that you have all the tools. Like, I can't sit here and shoot these podcasts, have all these cameras sitting here around me, shooting at me at one time, audio, all this stuff coming in at one time. All of these are tools that I need to be able to translate what I want to the world. To the world. So, again, here's the 2023. Happy New Year. And we hope to see you again next Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. And again, this is Duan Barino from Not Just Music Podcast, where we keep it real and honest.